What up, everyone? It's me and Ashton in the Swolemobile.
Swolemobile, the silver bullet, the silver surfer.
Just finished doing legs.
Leg day.
Fucking killer day.
You hate it, but you gotta love to hate it.
Yeah.
You need them gains.
Need them gains, release that testosterone.
Can't have no stick legs. You gotta release that testosterone, get that natural GH, growth hormones for those who are new to this. Release the GH and it spreads to your whole body, not just your legs, overall growth here. So leg day is a must.
Both rocking the Gold's Gym hoodies.
Represent, holla at me. Gold's Gym, Burnaby, put that shit on the map everywhere I go.
Sponsor me, anybody.
Pat, for the owner.
Yeah, Pat.
Holla at me,
Sponsor
Pat.
me, man. Sponsor me. You know,
Right.
Up in Nutrition, BSN.
Anyone.
Holla at your boy.
Holla at a nigga, I need help. No,
Anyways.
but all jokes aside, we did a leg day today. Consisted mainly of the quads, the front of our legs. We tried to blast them specifically, so we started off with front squats. Basically, instead of back barbell squats, we put it on our chest and we crossed our hands. Front squats are more quad dominant, so basically the weight shifts from your glutes and your hamstrings onto your quads because it's forward. It's good. It also adds core stability. It's a new lift, so if anyone's trying to get past the plateau or anything like that, basically incorporate some front squats and you might be able to activate some new muscles and get past your plateau potentially. But after that, we went into lunges. We want to go nice and deep in those motherfuckers. We want to go nice, get your back knee to touch each time. Full strides, you know, good stretch in your front and back leg, basically. You don't want to be half stepping or going and doing half lunges. So you want to work with the weight that's actually reasonable. You don't want to be falling over and looking dumb. So if you start with just the bar, that's cool. If you can be a fucking real G, if you can get up to 2 plates like myself, then fucking holla at me, man. Message me, whatever you got to do, get at me. But regardless, we did some lunges, and then we went into some quad extensions. We finished off with some leg presses. And then we fucked around with our calves, probably didn't hit them as hard as we should have, but regardless, we did them. Do not skip your calves. You may have big quads, you may have big hamstrings, but no one sees that shit when you're wearing shorts. So hit the calves hard, and fuck, that was my leg day. I'm gonna pass this to Carson now.
I also did some hamstring curls.
Yep.
And I did, fuck, this machine, I don't even know what it is, but it does like a, sort of like a U when you use it. It's like when you press with your legs. I don't know. I find it tears up my quads and a bit of my hamstrings. But when I do legs specifically, I like to think in my mind. Say I'm doing squats, I like to think, you know, quads, no hamstrings. Quads, no hamstrings. I'm only using my quads, and I find that helps with quad activation and not so much of the hamstrings. But
mind and muscle connection is a must for any day you do, not just legs. You have to be able to incorporate that mind and muscle connection like Carson's talking about. If you're trying to develop your quads, think about them. Imagine your brain is those quads. Only use them. Imagine they're strings and you gotta fucking pull them tight to contract them. Only use those muscles if you're trying to develop a specific muscle group is what Carson's trying to say here.
Well, fuck, tomorrow, back day. Probably get some clips of back and explain the routine. Anyways, arms are getting tired as fuck holding this camera. So,
Swole Patrol.
stay shredded.
Stay shredded, stay jacked.
Heard it from him.